Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with another United Daily Live, and we are here to bring you the latest Manchester United news, headlines, and transfer rumours as we are gearing up for the return of Premier League football. Less than 2 weeks away. In fact, it's actually exactly 2 weeks away until Manchester United return. Less than 2 weeks away from a Premier League return, as the Premier League returns on Wednesday, the 17th of June. And United's return is the 19th of June. So we're gearing up for a return now of Premier League football and Manchester United back in our lives. But also, we're reading reports today about when fans could be returning and be allowed back in matches in England. When will I be allowed to go back to a game again? We'll be finding out about that, as well as there are reports that fans could be returning in September, well ahead of schedule. We're also looking at United's provisional fixtures, which have been released. The reports that Paul Pogba will stay at Man United, which we covered extensively yesterday. We can talk about that again if you want to today. Quotes from Bruno, quotes from his mate Diogo Dalot, telling us what his favoured position is. Loads of good stuff to be chatting about today, and we've also got you guys in the comments as well. So make sure you're keeping your comments and everything coming through right on this show, because remember, this is your show. If there's any stories that I've missed, because obviously I'm not going to pick up on all of them, and you want me to read it or you want me to do something, then let me know, and we'll get those stories covered as well. The fixtures have just come out, says Sean and Ross, so those have been confirmed now. Paul says, as a season ticket holder myself and yourself, Adam, I think fans being back in grounds by September is optimistic, especially if social distancing is still in place. Let's hope we can be. I am really hoping that we can be. I've been told that, okay, so our first 3 matches of the 1920 Premier League season have been confirmed. United's first 3 fixtures have been confirmed, and this is the right. So we're going to go into breaking news now. Forget the story I was just going to say. We're going to go right into breaking news and get you these confirmed dates. So, Man United are set to return to Premier League action on Tottenham Hotspur on Friday the 19th of June after the opening dates for the resumption of the top flight were announced. We knew that one already. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side are bidding to do the double over Spurs. And that game will be on Sky Sports 8:15 p.m. on Friday the 19th of June. 2 weeks today! 2 weeks today we get football. Oh my God, we're going to have to start planning everything. Oh, yes. Can't wait to absolutely get stuck into that. And then, of course, we've got, it will be our first match at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but like all fixtures at the moment, behind closed doors. On the following Wednesday, so Friday, we've got a game. Saturday, Sunday, there's a full weekend of Premier League fixtures. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, 24th of June, Man United will then play Sheffield United at Old Trafford at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, that's great news for some of you guys that have to wake up well early in the morning, sometimes at the 8 o'clock games. Now you'll be able to get up a little bit, get to bed a little bit earlier, at two hours earlier. The game is at 6 p.m. on the 24th of June against Sheffield United. The match will be our first at the Theatre of Dreams since the memorable win over City. And Sky Sports will screen the clash with the Yorkshiremen, and also our third league game after the restart, a trip to Brighton. We go to Brighton on the 30th of June. So after the game on the 24th, we then have a 6-day wait. Actually, no, we don't. Wait. Okay. So we have this. All right. So we have Brighton on the 30th of June. That's a league game, but 3 days earlier. So we're back. Bloody hell. So 19th of June, we have Tottenham against Man United. You could have posted this, I'm sure I could have posted this. Tottenham against Man United. 24th of June, we have Sheffield United at 6 o'clock. 27th of June, we have Norwich in the FA Cup quarter-final. Which is obviously, again, a big chance for United to get to the last 4 of that competition. And then on the 30th of June, we have Brighton away at 6 o'clock. So 2 of those are 6 o'clock kickoffs. 2 of those are 8 o'clock kickoffs. The 19th, the 24th, the 27th, and the 30th of June. So in 11 days, United will have 4 games, and those have now been confirmed right here. So guys, let us know what you're making of those fixtures. It's too early for pizza, guys. What's going on? I'm not that much of a wreck. I know I've been sat up all day and all night watching Vietnam War documentaries, but I'm not getting pizza at 12 o'clock. It's too early. It's a delivery. I wonder what it is. I still don't know what it is. I think it's a t-shirt or something I ordered. I don't know what it is. Vish says it's never too early. Wash your hands. Oh yeah, I should really. I've got to try and not touch my face now for this whole thing. God damn it. Thanks, Ross. I wish you just didn't say that and then it wouldn't be put in my head. Now I'm probably going to go and do it anyway. So, absolutely, you've planted the seed now and you've ruined me. Dominic, thank you for joining us. Colin, Adam, Andre, Vish, Ayan, Callum, Andrew, Mark, Sean. Guys, thank you for joining us. The game's coming up. 4 games in 11-12 days. One of them an FA Cup game. One of them Sheffield United at Old Trafford. And 2 of them away from home. And Daniel, you're correct. There was obviously talk about the game against Sheffield United being at a neutral venue. That will now be played at Old Trafford. So they're not bothered about that. Ruvez says, I'm worried about Werner going to Chelsea. If we continue to dilly-dally over Sancho, he's going to end up at PSG or something. I haven't got to that position yet of worrying about Jadon Sancho. Timo Werner, on the other hand, is a great move for Chelsea, isn't it? Fair play to them. They've done some good business so far. Our first 2 are massive for finishing top 4. Are we doing... Hang on. Our first 2 are massive for finishing top 4. Are we doing it, lads? Yes, really. How are you doing? I know. We need to win them games, don't we? Tottenham, Sheffield. Big, massive games as well. I was really confident about that that Spurs game, just as we were heading into the fixture, and then obviously it's absolutely ruined me. Sancho to Chelsea, it's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen now they've signed those players. What's good, Jay? Hope you're doing well. Who's Fred? Who's better, Fred or McTominay? Says Ayan. I think they're better at different things. I think defensively, McTominay is probably better in my opinion. And in terms of his passing ability, that's not to say Scott's isn't good, but in terms of his passing ability, I think Fred's is better than Scott McTominay's, but that is just my opinion, you know what I mean? So let's get back to the story we were discussing before the fixtures broke and absolutely ruined what we were doing here. And we got that delivery as well. So let's get back into the story in regards to Manchester United and the start of the campaign. And obviously we've got the games coming up all behind closed doors. We don't want to be behind closed doors for a long time, do we? We want to get fans back in the stadium, especially me. I want to get back out there doing things, you know, talking to fans again, doing all that good stuff. Wow. I just did it, didn't I? Ross, that's your fault, man. I'm blaming you, Ross. If I've got it, it's your fault. It is your fault. So, let me find this thing about the fans now. I'm all over the show today. Suppose that makes it entertaining though, I guess. Never know what to expect. Premier League fans, is that the story that I want? There we go. Premier League clubs hope fans will be allowed back into stadiums from September. But many face missing out with numbers set to be greatly reduced to allow social distancing. The rest of the current season will be played behind closed doors. Premier League clubs are hopeful supporters will return from September. Numbers will be... Yeah, that's the same thing I just read. So Premier League clubs are hopeful that fans will be allowed back from September as they begin to look ahead to the next season, according to the Mirror. The rest of the current campaign will be played behind closed doors due to the coronavirus crisis, with every match shown live on TV in a bid to prevent supporters from missing out. Most clubs have begun the process of refunding season ticket holders and those with individual match tickets as they take a huge financial hit during the pandemic. However, it has now been claimed that top flight sides believe they could welcome back some fans when the new season kicks off a month later than originally planned. So they're saying September, middle of September, the new campaign is going to kick off. The Mirror say that reduced numbers of supporters could be allowed back into stadiums as long as some degree of social distancing is maintained. The issue was not discussed in detail in Thursday's key meeting, where it was decided that clubs could use 5 subs in every game for the rest of the season. but talks are ongoing about how fans can safely be brought back into ground, with a phased return likely to begin later this year. Last week, Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters admitted that he was hopeful that at least some supporters will be permitted to watch live matches next term. No one knows when matches will move away from the behind closed doors model. Obviously, it's right to have contingency plans in place, but there's optimism at the Premier League and at clubs. We will start to see fans back in stadiums next season, and it may happen on a phased basis. So we're looking at a possible, not definite, return of fans in September. Mate, I think that's a little bit earlier than I imagined it would be. And I imagine how many, 1,000 season ticket holders do United have? Probably like 40,000, 50,000. I don't know the exact number. But we have a lot of season ticket holders. And you'd expect that it'd be a select number of season ticket holders that would be granted entry, I guess. I think it would be those guys getting the priority probably for access. Maybe some of the disabled area and the seating, I suppose, because it's not seated there. Some of the areas are, but so because it's not seated there, you get more space there. So it's probably easier for Manchester United's disabled supporters to socially distance. So you could see probably a section of those supporters coming in. Maybe they skip rows out or skip seats out. I don't know, but it's going to be reduced seating whenever it does start to return anyway, and that staggered return to football will commence. I generally can't wait for it. I really can't wait to have some football back in our lives, even just on the telly as well. Getting to see Man United against Spurs, getting to see all these big games. It's going to be a little bit weird not being at the games, not being outside the ground, not doing those things. But just to have football back in, like we've been speaking. I don't know how I've kept up these daily videos for nearly 2-3 months now. There's obviously Manchester United. We have a lot of news. But I don't know how I've managed to do it because we're running out of things to talk about. Yes, Sean McDade, thank you for joining. Yeah, Ross ruined me. Ralphie, Sean, there's too many Seans in here. Cannonballer, how you doing, mate? Vish, what you spamming now, man? Let's chill out, lad. That's a good, yeah. Would it be rotated over the season only for season ticket holders? I can imagine that, yeah. Something like that, innit? Or how you doing, Reese? We all sneaking in somewhere. How do we do that? I remember, obviously, because I live in Birmingham, as a kid, whenever Villa would be playing, I used to train by Villa Park sometimes. I was a decent footballer as a kid. And we used to train down there. And when Villa would have a match day, there'd be bits in the stadium where you, as a kid, you could just kind of stand there, peer through and watch the match. And I used to do that. I remember I seen an amazing Gianfranco Zola goal doing that. It will be like watching an under-23 game. Amazon will air 4 free games even if you don't have a membership. I've got a Prime membership as well, which is why I got this so quickly than expected. But yeah, I can't wait for football to come back. Right, let's have a look at some of the... So the first 32 fixtures have been released. And fans could be back soon. So let's have a look at the... Because just from a fan's perspective, I'm going to enjoy watching Premier League football. I'm not going to watch any Liverpool games, but I'm going to enjoy watching Premier League football. So, Sky Sports Premier League returns with 22 live games in opening fortnight. Villa, Sheffield United and City vs Arsenal scheduled for June the 17th. That's the first game. Everton vs Liverpool on June the 21st. Football returns to Sky Sports with a doubleheader on June the 17th and a further 20 games broadcast live in the following fortnight. Coverage provisionally set to resume on 17th with Villa vs Sheffield United and City vs Arsenal. Imagine getting to see City absolutely slap fuck out of Arsenal on the first day of football returning. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Further 20 games featuring all 20 clubs in the following 14 days, including the Merseyside derby and Tottenham vs United. Aston Villa, yeah, we've read that. Fucking hell, how many times am I going to repeat the same thing? So on Wednesday the 17th of June, these are just the Sky Sports games. Give me the fixtures of being confirmed. Maybe it's best to go to the BBC. I hate these places. So, like, okay, we know Sky Sports isn't the only channel that exists. At least tell us some other fixtures, you know what I mean? Right. Even this one's awful. What are the BBC playing at? Give me a list of the fixtures. Raw. That Chelsea deal with Timo Werner is not even rumours, it's on BBC. Fair fox to them. Fair fox to them. BBC are going to show a few games as well. Man's got Bournemouth Palace and Norwich Everton, games literally nobody cares about. Oh my God, what a shame for you. Right, let me find the Premier League website, because surely they're not going to be biased over, oh yeah, we'll just tell people what games we're showing. How about you tell us all the fucking fixtures? Did it again? Alright. Why isn't there a game on the Thursday the 18th? So Wednesday 17th of June, Villa vs Sheffield United, City vs Arsenal. Friday 19th of June, Norwich City vs Southampton, Spurs United. 20th of June, Watford Leicester, Brighton Arsenal, West Ham Wolves, Bournemouth Palace. 21st of June, Newcastle vs Sheffield United, Villa Chelsea, Everton against Liverpool. Monday City Burnley, Tuesday Leicester Brighton, Spurs West Ham. Wednesday United against Sheffield United, and that's on Sky Sports' free to air channel. So even some of you guys, you know, that haven't paid for a package and things like that, you've got that fixture coming out. So on the telly, so great stuff, mate. I've got to do it. I've got to stop. So Paul, the plans for the match day, I was gonna do some live fan cam. So what I'm gonna do is, so to you guys that are in the Discord, I'll send you a link to the StreamYard, and we'll stagger people in on the StreamYard. So on StreamYard, I can have 6 people on at a time. So I'm going to arrange people that normally do fan cams, like Finley and the lads, Kane, Andy Tate, Jay, Steve, Joe. Find out all those people. So we'll get like a select people, like a select group of them lined up, select group of guys from the members Discord. And thank you to the 75 people that have joined AdamMcKola TV. If you want to join, click that join button. We'll get the link in there. And if you guys want to jump in, I'll give you a time slot. Jump in, we'll have 5 minutes, and we'll do live fan cams after a match. And then we'll have my review go out after that, as well as a separate standalone video. So that's the plan for my match day here on AdamMcKola TV. We'll be doing some live fan cams via a streaming sort of thing. So make sure you guys are involved, and we'll get you guys involved in the Discord as well. That's just me starting to test the waters with bringing people, you know, in on the channel. I feel I can control that easier via the Discord. Once I learn more about the streaming software and things like that, I can then open it up more, but I have to test these things first, and that will be on this channel as well. We'll be doing stuff for full-time devils and all that thing as well. This live stream should be called COVID. Adam could have COVID-19 delivered this morning. Oh man, nice one, Arca. I appreciate that, bro, and thank you very much for joining. And I appreciate the nice words and the comment. But yeah, football is returning on the 17th of June. United are returning on the 19th of June against Spurs. And then we could possibly have fans back in on September or in September, but not confirmed yet. So let's wait and see. Let's just get football back underway first, and let's take it one step at a time, because who knows how this whole situation could change within a month or two. Diogo Dalot's been giving some quotes out recently as well, which we were going to discuss. And Diogo Dalot's quotes were as follows. Let me find it. Diogo Dalot told Manchester United this: right back is my position. It's where I feel more comfortable. It's where I want to be and where I want to build my career. I'm enjoying playing there, and I want to be the best player that I can be in that position. It's going to be a battle with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, mate. It's going to be a big, big battle. The Mail are also saying United are expected to trigger the 1-year renewal in Paul Pogba's contract at the end of the season. The prospect of playing with Bruno Fernandes will likely become a significant factor in Paul Pogba's long-term thinking about his future. United and Pogba are likely to explore the possibility of an extension if the pair flourish. I can't see how Pogba and Bruno's relationship's got anything to do with Pogba signing a new deal. Of course, it will help if they strike a great relationship, if they strike a great partnership on the field. But ultimately, whether Pogba stays or not is down to him. It's not down to Bruno, is it? So, yeah, there we go. I've always liked the low, says, well, hello there. Are there any friendly matches before the restart? The Premier League have said that Premier League teams can start having friendly games in preparation. And there was rumours West Ham are going to play Arsenal in a friendly. So apparently so. Good luck getting started. Wan-Bissaka knocking about, says P Savage. Yeah, I'm definitely washing my hands on my face after this. Don't worry. Stephen's in the house from Australia. Yes, Ty808, how you doing? What do you make of the Athletics claim that we told Werner and Fred that we will only go through if Pogba goes? To me, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either. Timo Werner seems like someone we would have got if Jadon Sancho didn't come or someone else in that position. The link with Kai Havertz is an interesting one because Kai Havertz reminds me of Jack, not in the style of player, but the positions that they play. It's the same reasons why I don't think we'll sign Jack Grealish. Is why I don't think we'll sign Kai Havertz. So there you go. Anyway, what are these comments saying? What formation do you think Ali will play when we come back? I think it will be a 4-3-3. Convert the low into a winger, says the distinguished one. Yes, mate. Ty808 Beats is in the house. Converting Delo into a winger, can't see that. I don't see us getting Havertz either. Well, hello there. Just can't see that one happening. United are good for player fees paid over 3 to 5 years, says Tom Walton. I hear you on that one. Yeah, man. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Get any questions in, get any comments in. We've got 5 minutes left of United Daily Live. Make sure you're keeping all your thoughts coming in. We've got plenty of stuff coming up for you on the channel as well over the weekend. So, make sure you're keeping it locked for all of that. Dean has been a little bit busy, hence why we haven't had a few straight up MUFCs in the last couple of weeks. He'll tell you all about it when he is back on the channel, hopefully. Next week, Friday, we'll get him back in the mix. It's good news though, it's not bad news, don't you worry about that. What are you saying, we're going to win our first 4 games back? Fingers crossed. I'm feeling quietly confident about the restart of the season. Any news on the Europa League, says Jason Gore. The Europa League and the Champions League was expected to be started in August once the league campaigns had finished, and they were possible that they were going to take place in one country. Portugal was rumoured. And the games could possibly be turned into one leg games rather than 2 legs. But apparently that's going to be in August. So that's what we're looking at on the Europa League and the Champions League. Simon says United to finish 3rd, lift the UEFA Cup, roll on 2021. Yeah, can't wait for that. And I'm quite confident that we can do some damage. Finishing 3rd, possibility. Leicester looked like they were on 3-4, but this break could have helped them. If we can just get top 4, get a trophy under our belts, I'd be happy with that going into the next campaign. And you really feel there's a sense of improvement in United moving forward. Can we afford the Werner deal or not? And if not, why not? And does that mean... I don't think it's a case of not being able to afford Werner. I think it's a case of us going after Jadon Sancho. He's our main man. That's who we want to get, and I don't think we want to ruin that. Why buy Werner when we have Greenwood, says Cannon Baller. Read this morning, United won't pay over 70 mil for Sancho, says Callum. I think United will get him. I genuinely feel United are going to sign him. You've got Chelsea, who were seemingly our only competition for Jadon Sancho, and they're spending money on Ziyech and Timo Werner. Great signings, but it's not Jadon Sancho. So, it looks like the path to Jadon Sancho is opening up for Manchester United. 1 leg Europa League games needs to be the way it's done, says Sean. It'd feel like a lot more like an international tournament as well, wouldn't it? Russ thinks we can win the Europa League. And name United's best starting lineup when everyone is fit, says Hader. United's best starting lineup when everybody is fit is David De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, Maguire, Bailey, Brandon Williams, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Marshall. I'm torn between Daniel James and Jesse Lingard. Based on this season, you have to say Daniel James. But based on overall, and if they can get the form that we know they can show, you'd have to say Jesse Lingard. Imagine the FA Cup final with no fans here. That's going to be awful, isn't it? It's going to be awful. Awful, awful, awful. The Norwich game's at Norwich's ground, Abhishek. And then the semi-finals are at Wembley, aren't they? The semi-final and the final. So these are the last games that are played at home or away venues for teams. And then it becomes a neutral venue for the semi-final and the final. United fans confident saying, I think we can win Europa and the FA Cup. And on that happy note and on that positive thought and that bombshell, guys, let us know what you lot are thinking in the comments below about the thoughts that fans could return to games in September. United's provisional fixtures have been released as well, as we went through them as they got released by the club. Reports Pogba will stay at United. Bruno cried when he joined United. Diogo Dalot says his best position is at right back. Let us know what you guys are thinking in those comments below about all that we discussed. I'm getting Kane for saying Lingard, apparently. But trust me, remember when Oli first arrived? Remember when he first arrived? That's all I will say. That's all I will say. And he was one of the best players under Jose Mourinho. So, just saying. I did say based on the last season, this season, Daniel James. But shows you the depth we have there. We don't have any. And it shows you why we need Jadon Sancho. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share and subscribe. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. You lot have been legends. I'm out.